You are in line at a ticket window. There are 2 more people ahead of you in line than there are behind you. In the entire line, there are 3 times as many people as there are behind you. How many are in the line? Well, let's start by familiarizing ourselves with this. Now, it may not be obvious, but we really have 2 variables here. We have the number of people behind you and the number of people ahead of you. Let's let the number of people behind you be x, and let's let the number of people ahead of you be y. And then let's think through how many people are in the line. Well, there are x people behind you, there are y people ahead of you, and you are also in the line. So that means the total number of people in the line is x plus y plus 1, and the 1 is you. Now, the problem statement gave us a couple of relationships between this. Rewording a little bit, it says that the people ahead of you, the number of people ahead of you, is 2 more than the number of people behind you. Well, now that we've got variables here, we can pretty directly translate this. The number of people ahead of you is y equals, and then 2 more than the people behind you would be x plus 2. And that gives us one equation. In the next statement, it tells you that the number of people in the entire line is 3 times the number of people behind you. Well, we found that the number of people in the entire line was x plus y plus 1, and that equals 3 times the number of people behind you. Well, that was x, so we have x plus y plus 1 equals 3x. And we have a system of equations that we can solve. Solving the system of equations, we have already solved y is by itself in the first equation. So we can use substitution, substituting x plus 2 for y in the second equation. This is x plus, and then instead of y, we write x plus 2 plus 1 equals 3x. Then we have x plus x, which is 2x, plus 2 plus 1, so plus 3, equals 3x. Subtracting 2x from both sides, we get 3 equals x. Now here's where it's very important that you wrote down what the variables stood for. X represented the number of people behind you. And if we substitute back here, if x is 3, y is 3 plus 2, which is 5. So y would then be 5. And y is the number of people ahead of you. Now, if you look back at the problem, it asks for the number of people in the entire line. That was x plus y plus 1, which is 3 plus 5 plus 1, which is 9. So the statement would be, of the answer, there are 9 people in the line. People ahead of you, people behind you, and you yourself.